Time now for the best interview in baseball presented by Corona, and for that we welcome in Ryan Brasier. And Ryan, last time I saw you, you were drenched in champagne, but now you're here on the north side of Chicago, another winning team. What's the dynamic? Because you've experienced it once before. This is another type of winning team. What is the culture?
Yeah, you know, like Boston and LA, you know, bangers, you know, put a lot of runs up, you know, really just beat people with bats, honestly. Here it's a little bit of everything, you know, obviously with Pete and Tuck and Saya and Bushy doing their thing at the, you know, the top of the lineup, but a lot of wearing pitchers down, a lot of good base running, hard base running, no easy outs, and it's just like a grinder mentality.
Dude, Ryan, that was awesome, by the way. It sounded like a rap song. Pete, Tuck, Ryan, Saya, Manea. We got Rudy as your manager, Craig Counsell. That's what I'm talking about.
He calls him Rudy. He calls
Rudy.
him Rudy.
Like Rudy Rudiger?
Not like Rudy from Notre Dame. You know, he had the home plate touch and a tap in 1997 with the Fighting Fish. So he's Rudy with the hands up, number 30. Love me some Counts. That being said, I got a son, and now my other son's going to Temple Junior College. They played Weatherford, my oldest son, who was a freshman last year at Temple, Weatherford Junior College, who was, I think, at the time, number 3 in the country in junior college. And now I figure out, or I read, that you went to Weatherford. Talk to me about their program, because they're still badass.
Yeah, so I was really fortunate to go to Weatherford for my 1 year of college, and we weren't that good the year I was there, but top-notch facilities. They really take care of their baseball program there. I'm pretty sure it was one of the only junior college fields with lights when I was there. So we got to play games under the lights, but our field was immaculate shape all the time, and really, really cool place to play junior college baseball.
Yeah, it was crazy because we had McLennan, who was near Baylor, and for those that don't know, like Ryan and Sierra, Weatherford's out there by Dallas, and then we had Blinn, and then we were at Temple. Did you get a chance to play Temple?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we played pretty much all the junior colleges from San Jack all the way up to like Seminole in Oklahoma, and pretty much everywhere in between.
That's awesome, dude.
That's so good,
I do want to ask you though. We were talking a little bit before we went on about hunting, and you're a hunter, but then you've said you've gotten into fishing, which I haven't gotten into. Since COVID, bass fishing. Talk to us about that, and talk to us about, which one you like better.
I mean, honestly, I'm starting to like fishing. Maybe it's just because that's my thing right now, but yeah, during COVID, a little before COVID, I started getting into it in Florida, getting to fishing in Florida around the Red Sox facility. And then during COVID, we just, we had some friends that had a couple of stock tanks, and we just got into fishing. We were going like 3 or 4 days a week, and it's kind of just been like my off-season thing now instead of hunting.
By the way, Kevin, he's got the outfits to hunt, but he always is like, he's always like, he'll take a shot and he'll be like, oh, I missed. He doesn't want to hit. He doesn't want to hit. He never wants to. It's a lie. He fake hunts.
Animals are safe.
He fakes hunt.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't shot anything in like 7 or 8 years. I almost enjoy going hunting just to be out, with the guys
outside.
hanging out.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. Kevin's he's been a fake drinker his whole career. He's been a fake hunter, and now we can turn him into a fake fisherman too.
I don't know. I've seen some pictures and videos of his ranch. If I had that ranch, I'd probably be just to hang out to be honest.
It is pretty sweet. Hey, I love, by the way, that you're on, because anytime we have 2 Ryans on the show, it's greatness waiting to happen. But speaking of another Ryan, your very first Major League strikeout was your bench coach, Ryan Flaherty. How many times do you remind him that he was your first strikeout?
Well, we played together in the fall league, and then he happened to be my first strikeout. But this got brought up a few times, not by me mostly, but in the locker room or in the weight room. I know they brought it up in spring training, but yeah, it's pretty fun to bust on him a little bit for that.
I love it, and I'm sure you've seen this whole thing about the Ryans meeting up all over the place, and I'm trying to hold one in September where we do Murphy's Rooftop, and we have all the Ryans, and if that's the case, I'm already putting the... Yes, I'm dead serious. And I'm trying to put together an invite list.
Oh my gosh, are you breaking this news right here?
We're going to do it at Murphy's Rooftop, and I'd love for you to stop by. It'd be great.
Which one is Murphy's?
The one that's straightaway center field, just to the right of the scoreboard. It's the last
Ryan was
rooftop.
right over there.
Just
One day
right
from
of
the center.
It's right over there.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get
Where
over there
Albert
from center
Pujols
field,
used to hit
Ryan.
homers off me. They used to hit that rooftop when Pujols.
Yeah, I'm down for that. They did a pretty good job of showing up in Colorado.
Yeah, they did. You're not kidding, man. And Ryan McMahon went deep, so that means if we have a Ryan meetup, you'll punch out the side. So it all works out well.
That works for me. We got 2 Ryans in the bullpen, so maybe both of us could get that done.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Heck yeah.
That's perfect. Ryan, you are from Wichita Falls, Texas, which is an underrated city in my opinion. I had the best day of my life in Wichita Falls, Texas. It started out by going to do some tacos, went to buy bathing suits at the Walmart, straight from the Walmart to Castaway Cove, which if you don't know is a water park.
I mean, I don't know if I would consider it a water park. It has a couple of water slides.
But
Somebody's
the
standing
one-
there with a hose. They're just sprinkling people. I love it.
I mean, it might as well be, for sure.
But I get to the top of the highest one, right? And there's this portly, about 8-year-old, and he looks behind me and he goes, "Give me a boost." And I, with all my might, I kicked him as hard as I could in the back, and that kid went, whee, all the way down the slide. So this is what I need to know.
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of somebody say the best day of their life was in Wichita
It
Falls,
was.
Texas.
There's
but-
also he won't say it, but I will. There was also drive-in bars, and then we went line dancing. So it was like the perfect day. How many times have you been away? Have you been to Castaway Cove? And if you haven't been there, I mean,
I've been a few times. My kids like to go.
season
Yeah, we have a
pass.
season pass, yeah.
I love it, yes. He's
How do you
kicked
leave
that
out
kid
Cracker
down the
Barrel?
slide a few times too, Sierra. He's pushed him down a few times.
I definitely have went down the slides a few times. My kids love going, and
It's
it's
great
really
time.
not bad. It's a water park, but it's on the smaller scale.
It's a great time.
Do you know the
It's
key
not.
to
It's
water
definitely not
sliding?
Slitterbond.
What's the key to water sliding, Kevin?
The key to water sliding, by the way, and I just figured this out a couple weeks ago. We had myself and Coach Mike Vrabel were going down a water slide together. You can't have your bathing suit touched, so you got to arch your back. It's got to be shoulder blades and kind of like your heels.
Your heels,
and then
yep,
you fly.
for sure.
Right?
That
So
is-
for
yeah,
those
that's
that
the way
don't
to
know
go
how
down.
to water slide, don't just go down and put your hands to your side. You got to arch the back. It's got to be shoulder blades and heels. Bathing suit's got to be off, and then boom, you don't have to have, kick the guy. The poor little kid to
Gone.
this day
Yep.
is probably drawing a picture of his family because Siri kicked him too hard.
I love
Kevin
that
was
right
actually
now
a
on
physics
national
major.
television. Kevin is admitting he slept during physics class in high school. That's really great.
Didn't we all?
Good point. That's a fair point, Ryan. Hey, I'm curious.
Right,
I have a question
I don't think I
about-
took physics in high school, but
Yeah, I definitely slept through mine. I think I put a book up so Mr. Smethers couldn't see me. Hey, Japan. I'm curious about that. That was early on in your career, a little break where you go over there for a year. You talked about, how great it was for you. But I'm curious, other than the language, what was the toughest part about living in Japan?
really just like the stuff your everyday stuff you get, you're used to doing here in the States, whether it be food or, just going to like the grocery store. Everything is so different. But honestly, baseball was probably the most similar thing that I did while I was there. It gives you a different perspective. You kind of feel like one of the foreign guys. I have to feel like that's how they feel in the United States. But, every player over there, tried to talk or at least include the American guys in most of the stuff they did. Similar to how it is here, which kind of surprised me a little bit, to be honest. But yeah, the clubhouse and the game is pretty much the same.
Right on.
Ryan, it's time for a Corona vibes check. Who is your vibes guy that helps get you in the right mindset before a game?
We got a couple guys. Dansby, super pro.
Yeah?
Just keeping it smooth.
Kinda good
and
looking.
Great hair.
He
Really
does
great
have
hair.
great hair, yeah.
And then Pete, I think Pete fires everybody up. Just the way he goes about things, the way he plays. Especially on the field, you feel like you see him do something great every game. and it kind of just uplifts everybody.
Awesome. Ryan, it's so much fun to have you on. We're going to get you on when you're
Dude.
back in the playoffs, all right?
Cool. Sounds
Oh,
good to
man.
me.
I'm putting it out there.
I hope so.